everyone, welcome to Pass the Mic podcast, where we talk about everything that makes campus life beautifully chaotic. And today we have with us
Michael
Michael.
Kenena.
Nice having you here, Michael Kenena. Our edition for this month is on internship, and this is one thing students actually struggle with, right? Getting internship at good company. So, what were the challenges? Because we know you went for internship last year. This year summer, right? So, what were the challenges you went through in getting your internship? That is, if you had any. Did you go through any challenges when getting internship?
Yeah, I did.
What
I
were
took a gamble.
How?
Okay, so the previous year I loved the people that went to Airtel, and when we did a full-blown communication course, I fell in love with communication engineering.
Okay.
So I knew that I wanted to work in that space, in that industry.
Okay.
From the career fair, I tried to get contacts of MTN and Airtel, but Airtel didn't come that day,
Okay.
and MTN said they don't accept 3 months internship, right?
Oh.
So that means I have to use the same blueprint that the people that intern in Airtel the last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I met them, I met Ralo, I met Gabi, and they told me that Airtel accepts really late, and if I want to get it, that means I'm not going to apply to any other person, any other place. So yes, I kept on saying internship vacancy. Even at a point, I was meant to go to Ikeja Electric and what's this other company? May One Fiber Networks, and I was still, resilient that no, I'm going to wait for Airtel to get back to me. So they eventually did, and this was a revision week. That was when we took the test, and then we got interviewed after an exam. I remember I had exam that day, and interview was in the afternoon. So yeah, that was one major challenge, that gamble.
Wow. So what if you didn't get the internship at Airtel? What would you have done? Because I know that this internship period was very crucial, right?
Yeah.
So like, what if you didn't get it? What would have happened?
I don't know if you guys know Kanye West. When they asked him, what if you didn't win this? Yeah. I guess we'd never know.
Wow. Anyway, your faith must have been really strong because I promise if it was me, I would have applied for every other internship back in my mind. I'll have let go of Airtel. So there must have been something about Airtel that made you be like Airtel or nothing else. So what was it? What was it about Airtel that just wanted you to go to Airtel?
I think it's not Airtel first, it's me first.
Okay.
So it's like my interest was telecoms.
Okay.
So I knew that no matter what, I have to intern in telecoms or my internship is going to be like a waste for me.
Okay.
That's basically
it. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so like what were the steps? Because yes, we know challenges came, but at least your CV, you had to prepare. Did you follow them on LinkedIn? Did you probably follow the human resource, the CEO or somebody? What was the magic? How did you do it? How did you prepare for your interview and all of that?
Well, I think 80% of the work was from my interview and from the tests.
Okay.
So most of these big companies actually have very rigorous tests that you have to take to qualify for the interview.
Okay.
And I remember the test was like it's foolproof in terms of malpractice or anything because you're on live cam and everything, and you'll be asked questions from logical reasoning to basic math and data analysis and stuff like that. So I'm guessing I passed that one because obviously if I didn't pass that, I won't be invited for the interview. So that test screens out a lot of people and like reduces the sample of people they're interviewing. Then from the interview, I remember the person that interviewed me later when I got into Airtel, he was now my direct supervisor because he said he was impressed. Yeah. So he wanted me to work in his department. So I remember saying specifically about all the things I was passionate about. I tried to, be like that little child that loves so much about technology and the world. And even though I was interning or pitching for an internship in a telecoms role, I was telling him everything I was doing. Because you know that, tell me about yourself. I took it personal. I told him everything. That, I just finished, like we just rounded off a robotics competition. I spent hours building, blah, blah, blah. I told him about the hackathon and how I also code and everything. I just kept telling him and he was like, okay, I have a pretty good idea.
Oh, what you're here to do.
So okay. Just that played the major because he told me that I'm very interesting interesting person and I'm lively,
Okay.
and you like that kind of energy.
Okay.
This department. So
Yeah,
I guess in
that's
those
very
two
nice.
things.
The energy, and I from this conversation, I can see this kind of level of confidence. So definitely, this is not your first time interning, right?
No, no.
Okay. So what other company have you interned in? Was it as stressful as Airtel, or was it less stressful?
I think Airtel is definitely the best place I've interned in by far.
Okay.
Like no shades, obviously.
Mm.
But my first internship was at an electrical firm.
Okay.
I think they also did one of the electrical wiring for like PAU and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
So I worked in a site in Lakwe, so it was very, very tasking.
Okay.
I was paired with electricians, and we had to do conduit wiring and pass wires. And now it was like menial, it was below the line job.
So this is not what you
And
signed up for.
that was not what I signed up for, definitely. But I mean, it gave me a taste of what engineering felt like as a
Okay.
100 level student.
Okay.
And I interned again in my 300 level in a very big firm, Nigerian bottling company, Coca-Cola.
Okay.
I worked in automation units for pets, bottles, and it was very good because I mean, I got drinks every day. I don't think I was ever thirsty throughout the course of my internship
At least the drink
because
paid off for the
the
job.
drinks and the food, yeah. So
Nice. All
but
right.
then SL came and I got the full corporate experience. I mean, everyone thinks as engineers, you wear boiler suits and safety boots and all of that, but
It was
it was,
different.
corporate, go in the morning, open laptop, analyze, and yeah, don't like spill any secret, but yeah.
Nice. You said you started, you actually registered late for Airtel, right? Am I correct? Like you didn't start on time.
No, I applied early, but
Okay.
it takes a while for
Well,
them to get back to you
okay. Do you advise people to actually start early or start late?
for Airtel.
Any company,
Oh, you have to
internship in
start early no
general.
matter what. Because I mean, I'm not seeing every single factor that contributed to me getting Eto as well. Because I mean, not pressured, I was on Careers Office neck.
Okay.
I was also on my HOD's neck to like try and call. And so I know I have to work
make
here.
sure,
Exactly.
yeah,
So everybody knew how important interning there was. Even my classmates. I remember I told you that I passed up the opportunity to intern at Ikeja
yeah,
Electric.
yeah, you said
Exactly.
so.
So my classmates also knew that, oh, Michael is telecoms. So in a way, you have to carry your friends and like maybe let's say your family as well
Okay.
along because they might have connections and stuff.
You never
But
can
everybody
tell.
needs to know how important internship is, whether it's careers office, your friends, and one very important factor. The emails they sent for the test and for the interviews, I
Yeah.
wasn't the person that saw them first.
Oh.
So it was my friend that was applying for it with me. I was like, Mike, have you seen it? So I always had friends that they were like, on my neck
Keeping
making
you,
sure
yeah.
because they knew how important it was.
So we should have friends that know about our career life so that they can also keep us in the loop when informations come in, right?
Yeah, and we should be
Nice.
that friend for
So
other
did you,
people.
make sure you have friends that always, not just friends to gist with, but friends that are bothered about your career life and every other aspect of your life. All right. So for students that will be, though summer is still far from us, right? But
Yeah.
definitely, according to what you just said, it's better you start early. So like, what advice do you have for people that will be looking for internship in the coming summer holiday in the coming year? What steps do you think they should take in order to like put them on the spot for the company they actually want to go for, to like, oh, this is the person we want?
Okay. So 3 things.
Okay.
First, if you've not yet decided where you want to intern, like the particular industry, then you have to make different CVs. So before January, because normally internship openings start from January to March. So before January, you should have different samples of CVs. So you have a CV for telecoms, a CV for automation, a CV for a robotics related firm, CV for power, and I mean I'm speaking for engineering.
Yeah.
So you should apply for different disciplines.
Okay.
And then you have a CV for each sector, and then you list the companies that those CVs are for, and then begin to make inquiries.
Okay.
So you have to have a certain sort of order if you do not know exactly where you're going for. Then second, if you already know the type of companies you want to work with, let's say you want to work for Schneider, Siemens, and power-related companies like that, then you have to start asking questions, and your HOD, the careers office, your friends, people that have interned there before, go on LinkedIn, search Siemens, check people that have posted about their internship and ask them how they got it. So you have to be intentional, but you have to do all of this before like January, February, so that by January you already know like the list of options that you have and stuff like that.
All right.
So you have to start early.
Okay.
Like, as you're setting your New Year goals, you should have.
Also set your career goals.
Exactly.
All right. You heard what I said. Make sure you have different CVs for different sectors and make sure you ask questions. Ask questions. It is very important. All right. So our last question for today is if you were to give your internship a theme song, what is it going to be? Is it going to be spicy? Is it going to be boring? What kind of theme song are you going to give your internship?
A theme song definitely is going to be a mix of interesting, like spicy and like lively, and then in the sense of when you have to do work, you have to do work.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a mix of that, like
So, what song is coming to your mind right now?
Burna Boy. It's definitely a Burna Boy song.
Yeah, we need the name of the song.
Is it post? This guy posted. Let me think. So,
All right.
I can't remember. I don't know any
But
song
you
by the
just
name.
definitely know it has to be a Burna Boy song.
It has to be a Burna Boy song,
All
definitely.
right. That means you're a fan of Burna Boy.
Yes, I am.
Are you sure?
I am.
All right.
100%.
Thank you, Michael, for being on the show today. We really appreciate for the insightful information you've shared with us today, and we hope to have you some other time on Pass the Mic. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening to this week's podcast. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, share, and make sure you give us the visibility. And see you next week for a new edition. Bye.